Hey, once again, this is the Walker Bar for Black Authentic Truth, and Ye said some stuff in this last episode, this last video, where a reporter or maybe a freelancer was questioning him on a couple of things, and he basically said that his mom was sacrificed. So we're gonna get into it. Now, coming up in the black community, we have all heard that in that music industry, it's a lot of weird stuff going on, and you can tell from the symbolism and all that in the videos, and that people have to sell their souls in order to enter that industry. Now, these conspiracy theories have always been moving around the community, and people always say, well, you know what? That's a conspiracy theory. That is something that, like somebody that lives in a basement with their mama done made up, somebody that smokes a lot of weed, they done came up with that. They're bugged out. They watching too many YouTube videos. They watching Alex Jones. They watching all these crazy people with conspiracy theories. And that's why a lot of people believe that this is going on behind the scenes of the music industry. And there's always been videos where they show you that, like for instance, black men, in order to make it, you have to put on a dress. And we can see the examples where it seems like a lot of black men had to put on a dress. Not to mention when you think about all the celebrities and even things that you don't know about, you hear a lot of family deaths when it relates to celebrities or people in the spotlight, mainly black people who are on the top of their game, and they're the latest, the newest thing, the hottest thing. You always hear about some type of tragedy that had happened, and a lot of times there's tragedies that have happened that we don't even know about with close family relatives. Now, Ye said a lot of things. He said they can't control me. He said they can't control me like Shaq and like Jay-Z and Beyonce. And, a lot of people idolize Jay-Z and Beyonce and whatever the star might be at the time, Nicki Minaj. A lot of black people idolize black people who are in the music industry. Like, we really put a lot of emphasis and we put a lot of belief and confidence in these celebrities. Now, I don't know what he meant by that, but basically what I can ascertain from that is that he's off the chain and can't nobody tell him anything. He's doing what he want to do. He's saying what he want to say. And I've kind of figured that, because when he said that black people are the 12 tribes of Judah, I was like, well, this is something that you would never hear a celebrity say or even admit to. The common thought is that Kanye West is crazy, he's bipolar, and he's losing his mind. Now, Ye said a lot right there, and we all know the relationship that he had with his mother and how big she was in his life. And I seen the documentary, and I didn't know this before, but she played a big role in his maturation and him coming into the music industry, and that whole journey that he had in becoming, who we know today as Ye. Now, this is something real big, because he said they sacrificed his mom. Now, this is something, like I said, this is a conspiracy theory, and I'm one that does not, I don't want to be known for conspiracy theories, mostly because when people talk about conspiracy theories or you hear that term, the first thing you think is somebody that's bugged out and out of their mind. And we know for a long time they have said that you have to sell your soul in order to make it in the music industry. That has always been a conspiracy theory. He said they sacrificed his mom. Now, this is really big because we're talking about Ye, and we know the relationship he had with his mother. And we know that a lot of times people close to celebrities or black people in the music industry die unexpectedly and die in a way you never thought they would. And you have to keep it in perspective, because people die every day. People get shot every day. People die from, accidents or unfortunate events every day. So you want to be careful with what you say actually happened, because if you don't have solid proof, tangible proof, then people are going to look at you like you're a goddamn nut. In conclusion, I'm going to end with this. You see, when we look at this thing in the big picture, we look at like this is very far-fetched. It's something that, you know, it's possible, it could happen, it's possible it does happen. We do know these things have happened when we look at the track record of black people in the music industry, in the entertainment industry. There are signs and there are things that have transpired and happened where we can tangibly see like, yeah, this is a fact, this does happen. But in order for me, and this is advice to any black people that might be struggling with the idea that the world that you think exists really doesn't exist, and that there's a dark society behind all the things we see, and that nobody gets to the top or nobody is on that level by accident. In order for it to make sense and it'd be easy for you to accept that, is for you to look at it like this way. We live in a very, 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 very satanic world. I don't focus on conspiracy theories, but I do focus on understanding that we live in a satanic world, and that anything I hear, I cannot put it past them. Anything I hear is not far-fetched. You know why? Because in history, very horrible, traumatic things happen to black people in history, and is documented. So I don't put anything past them. And so for me to simplify everything, I just understand that the oppressor is the devil. I understand that we live in a satanic world. And so I'm not surprised if I hear a story, like a story that comes out that says that they're human trafficking little kids. It doesn't surprise me. I understand that there's evil and there's wickedness on this earth. That's what the scriptures say. I keep the law, statute, and commandments. And see, I used to live a life where I was like everybody else. I smoked weed, I got high, you know, I loved all the artists, I watched everything, the BET Awards and all of that stuff. Then I changed my perspective. I started to live a different moral life. I changed my character, and I changed the way I perceived everything. Well, because I changed my life, it changed how I perceived everything, and I saw a bigger picture. And the bigger picture, to simplify it, is that we live in a very satanic place, right? And there's all type of things going on behind the scenes, right in front of your face, and things that you'll never know about. And so when you talk about conspiracy theories, at one point in time, it was a conspiracy theory that the United States government put drugs in black communities. But then the evidence came out that it wasn't a conspiracy theory, that they were actually doing that. It was a conspiracy theory that they was dropping off these guns. They was wondering why these inner city youths had all of these guns, had access to these guns that they don't really sell in the gun store. Like all of these high-tech guns. And it came out that they were dropping off crates of guns on trains and just leaving them in the middle of the hood for people to walk up and grab them. I personally know somebody from LA that said that was happening. So at one point in time, you know, there are things that were considered conspiracy theories, but later on the truth came out and it was found to be true. So let me know what your thoughts are about what Ye said. Let me know your thoughts about what I said. Give me your opinions, write them down, put them in the comments. Thank you for watching, and with that, this is Black Authentic Truth.